everybody. Sorry, phone just didn't go off. I think my daughter may have disabled my alarm. Anyways, we'll go ahead and get going. Welcome, Sammy. Everybody else tuning in. Sleep schedule's still pretty messed up. I'm gonna keep starting so late that it ends up being early. Gonna rotate through 24 hours. It's awesome. Well, I was literally woke up, so it's gonna take a second, and then I'll wake up. I got my coffee. Give me a second. Let me get a couple of feeders on my team. Get a lively. Sorry, I was reading an email there. I mean, Nautilus is still good. If you max E first, the Q nerf really doesn't matter that much. Hey, what's up, Marcelo? Out Mundo again here. Well, maybe should have gotten the attack speed, but I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do futures or boots here. I feel like I need to buy boots early. Forgot what the current build is on him, though. Okay, a lot of people do the boots. I probably should have done scaling health also. Let's help with the E, but I don't know. I feel get a lot of healing off the raptors though by doing the other item. 35 bonus damage on hit. $60 damage over time and heals you for 50 over 5 seconds. I'm gonna try that one out. From what I remember, his clear is pretty low, and that helps out a lot on raptors. I picked Mundo because they have an AP assassin with Fizz, and he's just a huge health stick. They don't have that much CC. They have some with Lulu. I'm trying to figure out a spot to pick Mundo.
Minions have spawned.
Magical footwear is good if you're on a champ that already has a lot of movement speed, like Shyvana, where it's not like that big of a deal if you have to delay it. But I agree, on a lot of junglers, it feels like you want boots early. The big one that's important on Mundo is this approach velocity. That every time you cleaver him, I'm supposed to just skip Krugs. Let's go ahead and do him. I think that should be good enough. Yeah, this feels a little bit healthier. Shaco could still invade and kill me, potentially.
First blood.
The first couple of clears are pretty dangerous on Mundo. Like, the first clear, really. After you get past the first one. Fleet also does help out quite a bit. I've gotten 160 healing from Fleet so far. Okay. He doesn't get, like, any offensive items that can help me take Dragon really early, though. Like, I can't get a longsword or a dagger. If I went Tiamat, now he already has a pretty fast clear, though, so I don't think Tiamat's necessarily worth. Gosh.
Has been slain.
Guys, please. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? Who warded that? Okay, well, they're gonna kill him. Alright, I guess I should have gotten a control ward. This is apparently like diamond level game here. Like, who wards dragon that early?
An ally has been slain.
Okay, I guess they do. They like didn't move on it, right? They wait until it's like 1,000 health, and then they all coordinate and come in at the same time. It's just ridiculous. It's just so inconsistent. It's like, people don't do that 99% of the time in this Hilo, but then it's like that one time. I should have control warded it. Like, before the support has their first back, they almost never use their ward on that. If they do anything, then it's usually they dust it. I guess I just got thugged. Stop dying, bottom. Just stop. Once is fine.
An enemy has been slain.
I know, I can't gank Fizz though, man. Not happening. I can maybe gank Alawi top, but she already backed. I can't, dude. It's a Fizz. So they have my jungle warded up also. Please kill him. Oh my god. Dude, this elo, I swear to god, is so inconsistent. Oh, it's so tilting.
An enemy has been slain.
Mundo goes this way.
Enemy rampage.
Like, some games, they just coordinate and everybody just invades your jungle 24/7. Other games, you know, nobody has a clue and you win by 100 CS with like 4 dragons and 2 rifts.
Come to Mundo.
Guess I should have activated my ult earlier. Like, he used his flash and his ignite, so I couldn't heal up fast enough. I guess I just have to do less risky things. That wasn't that risky. Just getting your blue. What it... Okay, I just don't know what's going on, I guess. How did she kill me without her tentacles? I have no clue what's going on in this game, I guess. I don't know. I'm in the Twilight Zone.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Guess I should have waited till I had my ult. It takes a long time to level accounts if you don't do anything that's against terms of service. I mean, you can buy boosts.
Shut down.
But it's probably like 40 hours. It's a really bad system. I wish they would make it a lot more approachable. Oh my god, is he in my jungle again? I don't think I can get that dragon. They've already demonstrated they're all over the drag. Well, they're on Rift. I guess we can try it. Most likely it's warded up and Fizz is going to come intercept us, but I think we got to try. Yeah. I mean, we'll try. I should have either had Sweeper or, should have had something earlier. I got busted up by Mundo. I don't know if that was on stream or what, but he feels really strong when you don't, like, mess with him early. I know she wants me to gank him, man, but it's just, like, impossible. It's gonna bounce away. I mean, it's pointless. Like, dude, I know you want to gank, but you just can't gank Fizz. Apparently can't gank Alawi either.
An ally has been slain. An enemy is unstoppable.
Alright. Okay. Yeah, man. I don't know. You got it. She's too fed, bro. Like, I can't gank any of these lanes. Alawi will just 2v1 us. Bot's like 0 and 10, and I can't gank Fizz, so.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Turret plating will fall soon.
I feel like Mundo has so much potential to be good, but it's like every game I play him, we just get smashed. Now, I've screwed up a lot with some of the, like, I don't know. They just did a good job of just completely stuffing my jungle, but that happens when, like, your lanes are getting blasted. They can't help you protect your jungle. Mundo can duel okay, I think. But against those burst champions before I have many resistances, it's kind of tough because you do get sort of low on your clear compared to some of the other tanks that I play. But I just wanted to give him a try again because he does have a high win rate right now, and I did get completely annihilated by a Mundo a few games ago, but, or like, within the last couple of days, but. Oh, have they not said what they're changing? Malachi probably needs a change, honestly. If I was gonna nerf him, what would I do? Probably hit his damage. I mean, he's not really like that tanky. I just wanted something that was going to be very resistant to Lulu because Mundo has that CC reduction built into his W. He has extra tenacity, and he has extra magic resist. So I was like, okay, I can, you know, tank the Fizz later on. Obviously not early. Holy shit. How do I not heal? What? Did he have Ignite on me? I didn't hear Ignite. Does he still have Grievous Wounds on his, I thought they took Grievous Wounds off of his W. Yeah, they could increase his mana cost. That is true. That is a sort of a secret power aspect of him, is that he doesn't have to buy a lot of mana items.
Shut down.
Oh.
An enemy has been
I don't understand how my healing like doesn't work around Fizz. I mean, did he ignite again? This feels like it's so slow. I just don't understand the limits of Mundo, obviously. I keep thinking I'm tankier than I am. Fizz was like Proto Belt, can basically one-shot me. And Mundo's supposed to be the premier, like, anti-mage tank. Seems a little weird. A little diffy, the kids might say. Someone said that the other day. I thought it was hilarious. I think that was the end of the last stream. Just, like, sounds so, so condescending. It's alright, man. It's just a little diffy. You know? Or, like, difference between mid lane or difference between, top or whatever. I was gonna give him the cannon, but he was gonna miss it. I don't know. I mean, maybe I should have just done something like Zac. Just like you big tank. Or Warwick or something like that. Mundo's just so vulnerable to anti-healing. Okay, can we actually beat her? Feels like I'm just not tanky at all. Like, I don't know. This healing is so slow. Maybe I really need to get, maybe I just don't heal until I get Spirit Visage or something. Like, Alawi didn't ignite me. She doesn't have Grievous Wounds. The healing just feels really slow. I need to play Warwick more. I don't know. I was trying out Mundos. I thought I was going to be good against mages. And, like, CC. So I thought, you know, good against Lulu because the CC really doesn't matter. And then I should be able to survive a Fizz Burst. That was the going theory. Not the case. I mean, there's really no mechanics to him, so I'm not, like, misplaying him. I just don't understand his stats. Dude, I'm rushing health. I'm literally rushing all the health items. You can't rush any more health than I'm rushing unless you're, like, going for a troll build. Like, it's literally Cinder Hulk into Spirit Visage. With the debit rune. So that I get it even faster.
Unstoppable.
No, I need the level 2 boots, man. That's got a high win rate, though. Well, my resist is 68, but like his E, whenever you tax yourself for health, look at it. Look how fast it stacks up. Gives you up to 13 stacks. So basically 42% extra magic resist. Whenever I stack it up. It increases your magic resist by 42%. Your total magic resist. So that's what makes Mundo so good against mages, especially later on, is you just keep this thing ticking, so it does almost no damage to you. Maybe we can still get back in here. Mundo does scale really well. Lord, please. God, getting CC'd to death. No, dude, they both have really high win rates, Jolty. I mean, win rate's not everything, but to say they're terrible is just not statistically accurate. Trundle's like the premier. It's like Trundle and Graves are the most sought after picks. In high elo, at least. And I mean, they still have like I think Trundle has like a 52 or a 53% win rate in jungle, in gold, and then Mundo has like a 52 or 53% win rate. So as I always say, you know, win rates aren't everything, but there's something. I just think I needed to just chill and farm more, probably. Like, he's just not that great until you get his level 2 ult. Right there, I was starting to feel kind of strong. Now I've got my Spirit Visage.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Dude, I'm not gonna ARAM with you guys. I know people always give me the ARAM. Hey, come ARAM with us, man. This Jin's actually playing pretty well. I think we can turn this. I'm starting to come online. God.
You have been slain.
I mean, I'm not worth any gold at this point, so I'm kind of glad Jin got both of those. Oh, let me turn on this light. I know that without the light, it makes me look a lot worse. Lighting definitely does matter a lot. Okay, and then I think just we don't have any crit, so I think just going Warmog's probably place to be. Hit him. I need to go like 0-10 in the jungle and we win the game, and then I need to say a bit of a jungle diffy or something at the end. Oh god. That's always just so BM. When you're the person that's feeding and you like say easy game.
Ally has been slain. Ally has been slain.
Wait, what? Oh, Shaco's back there? There we go. This is the Mundo I'm talking about. Just like stupid tanky. Just running around doing dumb stuff. Oh, getting kind of low.
Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain. Enemy has been slain.
Get him with a bit of a diffy. What about grievous wounds? I mean, that's just life as Mundo. That's tough. But you do eventually get so much healing that, you know, you can kind of go through Grievous Wounds at a certain point. If it's a limited time Grievous Wounds, like Ignite, you can just disengage. I think we're starting to make a bit of a comeback here. Bit of a diffy. You want W, like, look, it literally does not hurt me to have it toggled on. You literally do want it toggled on. Like, it's literally not hurting me right now because of my regeneration. And you do want it toggled on because it reduces the CC duration on you, and you see these stacks? It always keeps you at 13 stacks, so it gives you 40% more magic resist. So there's no reason, there's literally no reason not to have it always toggled on. At a certain point. Now, early in the game, yes, don't have it toggled on. But, like, later in the game, at this point, you should always have it on. Because it just actually doesn't hurt you. It only helps you. At least with this few, now that I've got it leveled up a little bit, I might turn it off just a bit, just so I can reach in the rest of my health. But if you're sitting at full health, like... Maybe went too hard there. Yeah, we probably should have turned and gone for Dragon. I thought Lulu was going to be easy. I'm probably dead. Okay, well, I guess he burned every some. Well, he didn't burn his ult, though. Damn. Then we can probably just go like Dead Man's Plate. Nah, I mean the Warmogs is nice though. The health is really good. Like backing up, like yeah, your ult does a similar thing, but your ult's not always up.
Mundo goes this way.
If they don't have a lot of crit, I think that it's one of the premier items on him. You just want your health as high as possible too. You have synergy with Cinderhulk, and then a lot of your abilities scale off of max health. can also go gargoyle stone plate. Get on that back line and just be a pest. Everybody dead? I mean, I body blocked the Fizz ult. I don't know. It's just... I don't know how they're killing everybody, because literally they just blew everything on me on the front line. Holy shit, what? How did she do so much damage? I guess everyone sat in the Alawi tentacles or something from before. I don't know.
Through my work, you shall transcend.
What if I go like Titanic for a little more damage? It feels like I'm not doing enough damage, but... Well, Fizz just blew his ult on me. Like, the win condition is I get them to use stuff on me, and then the rest of the team cleans them up. Like, that's the win con. Huh, does Tiamat splash your E damage? This says your next attack does a certain amount, and then Tiamat splashes that same amount, I think. That would actually make your Tiamat cost a lot more. I mean, they can't just, like, magically teleport right on top of Jhin. I mean, they do have a lot of ways to kind of get around him, but I can, you know, I can mess that up. I can disrupt that. They don't get to always do what they want. Only Mundo gets to do that. Or so his voice lines go. We're waiting on Jhin anyway, so I'm just gonna farm this. Oh, the minions! god.
Your inhibitor is respawning soon.
God, Kai'Sa's ult was back up so fast. They only have one Windrake. Because she ulted onto me to try to chase me.
Turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
Freaking Lulu, dude.
Double kill.
Maybe I need Thornmail for her. Does she have any lifesteal? I think so. But I might get Thornmail anyways. That will slow down Kai'Sa a bit.
Enemy killing spree.
This is physical damage. That's physical damage. Forget what Thornmail. Okay.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
We'll get that. Oh, we just lose. We're almost up. Yeah, I think if I just didn't feed as much, and I can kind of see the power late game, but if I didn't feed as much early. So you just really have to be like level 11 before you start going off. Oh my god. Report to Mundo! He died! I mean, that's literally like 10 deaths is bad, but like everybody died. Like there are 3 people in the game that had Well, I mean, I got Tiamat literally at the very end of the game. And I mean, the main reason that I got Tiamat was I just didn't have enough damage to, like, the Fizz and the Kaisa just kept running away from me. And I just felt like I just wanted a little bit more damage for him. So, I don't know. I think Mundo has potential for sure in certain matchups. I just think I didn't play him well early on. I might try Cho at some point. We'll see. I've thought about Cho, but we're all AD. Maybe Ice Hammer, I don't know. Eve is not really my style. Mundo, huh? Okay, we need Trundle then. Mundo's scary. I mean, I got my butt kicked by Mundo a couple of days ago. I mean, mid and top got completely trashed that game. Bottom, I'm pretty sure, was getting trashed in lane. Jhin just got a bunch of cleanup kills later on. Definitely do not want to do Eve into Mundo. I could try the Trundle build again. Like Warrior Trundle.
Time to troll.
I feel like Warrior Trundle can be good if you don't get, like, immediately bursted. People were going phase rush on him. I don't know. I think PTA is still a place to be. Yeah, they have a lot of tanks. Silas is gross. It does let your whole team do more damage. Let's run it this way, and then that saved, but should have gotten the attack speed rune. I don't think it matters that much, the attack speed versus the AD, but yeah, Gargoyle might have been good too. That's like a bunch of tanks. Their damage is pretty low though, in general, except for Silas. Oh, I mean, we picked Trundle because they had a bunch of tanks, so.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I mean, I could just go traditional Cinder Hulk also.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Yeah, maybe I just do traditional Cinder Hulk with, you do start doing a lot with, the Tiamat, the Hydra. Titanic Hydra actually does a lot of damage. And if we want a health item later on, we can get Death's Dance.
Minions have spawned.
Damage, or Garen does do a pretty good chunk of damage. It's just Cinderholt just sucks early. I don't know, if I do Warrior, Hydra, Ravenous Hydra, you do lose a pretty good chunk of health though. It's like 800 or 900 health by doing that. Dude, what the? Alright. Vlad had to rip his bong a couple more times for the start of the game, I guess. Blazer and King would probably be pretty good here, too. But you gotta get some tank items, too. I gotta be careful with my mana with Trundle. I feel not having that attack speed, though. Early on. Titanic just does so much damage. But the lifesteal on Ravenous is huge, and you get the early damage off a warrior, which helps with your clears a bit. Although really, his single target clears like aren't that bad. It's just like the raptors are impossible, or they just take bite years. Smite that. I might be a little bit late here on this, but... Oh, I forgot. I was thinking about trying Reju Bead early. That's pretty fast. I mean, 333, but that's not a full clear. That's just a 4-camp clear.
First blood. An enemy has been slain.
The trolls are going
Executed.
Where was he? We see okay, Silas is middle. I'm up 1 camp and a back on him. He's got a back, probably. Dang it, I should have gone for Sleeper again. I think he's gonna dust to make sure that I'm not.
trolls coming through.
I think he already dusted. Actually, a little bit early for Dragon. But no ganks. Both lanes are back. Pain, please. Get out, dude. Get out, dude. Okay, that was good. I interrupted an attack there. That wasn't good. Always make sure you get those attack resets with Trundle. I think you're supposed to get the smaller camps if you're a single target champ. That's what I remember hearing. Having that 10% attack speed, you really do feel it. Especially against these little small camps early on. Also took the tenacity rune. I just skip the raptors. Until I get Tiamat, I'm not doing raptors. Just not worth the time. Take a ton of damage too. You can kind of do it once you get your upgraded item. If you auto attack each one of them, then it gets some you get some of that healing going. I can see if Scuttle's there. I really want Tiamat before I back. Looks like they probably have something worded in there. I don't have flash. This could get dicey, but I might be able to run out. They might have a false sense of security because they have the Scuttle there. Attack. Got him. Oh, come on, bro. Dude, they literally just, like, lucked into it. They didn't have it warded. I swept it. They're just literally like, hey, let's just randomly go for it right now. Plus, the timing. Rough. Wait. Literally, they had no way of knowing, like, for sure that's where I was.
An enemy has been slain.
You have a good card today. Not been shown for a long time. What do you mean? Oh, sing a song? Nice, congrats, Dark Circle. Well, I mean, it was risky to try it without flash to get over the wall, but I mean, they let me have Dragon for free. I don't know. Maybe not worth. But, like, I knew 100% they didn't have wards, and I thought that the Scuttle was going to give them a false sense of security. Because I went over the blast plant, so maybe they would think that Scuttle was, you know, sufficient vision. Okay, well, damn it, they're gonna rift top. Vlad, you have to get up there, man.
Time to start an ice age.
Well, I guess we're just giving them top tower so that we can ARAM bottom. I mean, we'll get Dragon off of it, but... Okay, Silas, maybe stop. Silas just gonna watch him take it. That was a potentially game-throwing rotation by Vlad, dude. You cannot rotate when they have Rift. It just gave him what is a plate's 160, so I just gave him like literally 1,000 gold, like 800 gold off of that. Then first Tower Blood. didn't think they were all gonna be there. Oh my god. Oh, come on. No. Okay, he turned around and gave the kill. Alright.
An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill.
Yeah, that was brutal, though. Like, Dragon is not worth 1,000 gold in the early game. And a tower, like the positionality of tower. I guess I was too greedy. I thought that we could get the Garen, but Yas didn't have his ult. So he should have just run.
Shut down.
They're all, well, maybe. I think, no, I can't. They're too tanky, man. Oh yeah, maybe with Yasuo, maybe with Yasuo.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Dude, people invade all the time, man. Like, we got hard invaded a couple of times. I think even in that Mundo game, I got invaded a few times. Like, people do invade. I don't think that's a good strategy for most people in gold. But I mean, if you're like a challenger smurfing in gold, it can work. I mean, I haven't really tried to play a lot of like hard invade stuff like Rengar, but I've tried it a little bit, but it's just not my playstyle, man. And the highest win rate stuff are the tanks. I mean, we looked that up in the Korean server too. Like, we don't have access to the Chinese server, but like that's just the highest win rate stuff. Pretty much every server in gold are like your Trundles, your Nunus, Warwick, stuff like that. Pretty much never gonna be Rengar or Lee Sin or Elise until you start getting into like master level gameplay.
Shut down.
And it's not just because like the players can't play it, that's part of it, but it's just like you have to have like teams to coordinate around that. And games, you have to close out games fast. If it's long games, you know, it's not happening. You just get outscaled. What the hell is Vayne's pathing? Honest to God. I thought she was coming. She was like close. She was around Gromp. When we pinged, she was like right here. She could have just come down this way. Guess that was a mistake. She's just autopiloting to lane. Hey, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. I need to go get Rift. Who's strong? Yasuo's been doing pretty well. You need to try to. It's weird because like Tiamat's a circle around you, but the Hydra is a cone in front of you, so you kind of have to position really weird, like the camp. So you have to shift your positioning at least a little bit. Dragon's up. Okay, nice. I was about to say, if they die up there, that might be really bad, because they could get Baron, like the enemies could get Baron, but... They got Dragon. That's fine. My CS is so bad, though. I feel like I'm doing a lot. Like, I've got a lot of towers and stuff. I just don't have a lot of CS. I'm just gonna go ahead and get this, and then I'll just get Cinder Hulk later. I mean, maybe I just skip Cinder Hulk for a long time. It's really cost inefficient until you get several health items. Maybe that's the secret. Kind of depends on how many buys I have. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know Mundo still healed when he was Hourglass. Guess that is a thing. Chevrolet movie theater, what? Get the freaking tower, dude. Vayne, please. Was she body block? I'm pretty sure the Yuumi jumped off of me and was body blocking. It's just so mind-boggling how people can do like pretty well in the early game, and then late game or like mid game they just have no clue and just start inting. They just don't know what to do, so they just see somebody and just chase them. Bro. Whoa. Ezreal did way more damage than I thought he was gonna do. We're gonna kill them all though. Alright. I don't think Redemption hit stasis, no. Unless they changed it. They may have changed it, but I'm pretty sure it didn't used to do it. Don't chase the Garen, please. Just get... No, 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 no! Don't chase Garen! Don't chase Garen! Get the objectives! It's an open inhibitor! Stop chasing Garen! Oh my lord. No, we don't get it. Vayne wanted to chase Garen. I mean, we're not that far ahead.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
I'd never win those smite fights.
Rampage.
He is 2 levels up on me, but... Hey, Hood family, I'm gonna ask you to, I don't know if you're talking about me or talking about the Vayne in the game, but let's try to be positive, man. Hey, what's up, Jam? Oh! Oh, that was a nasty pillar. I thought he was going to be able to sneak through it. stunned up by the, trying to flash after him. Hey, thanks, Jamtown. I still need to do the support tier list for this patch. I don't know. I might just roll it into the all tier list. To be honest, I don't think there was that much of a shakeup in support. Ezreal's actually, in like high elo, people think he's really busted right now. I think he has the highest win rate or something. Hey, cool, man. Thanks. I'm gonna try to get some new guides coming out too. My sleep schedule's been really weird lately. Yeah, I'll try to have some more up for you soon. I'm gonna have like a complete beginner guide, which may not be for you, but a lot of people have been asking for that. And then I'm gonna have a an AD Shyvana guide. I'm having a lot of fun trying out all this different jungle stuff, and I feel like there's a lot more room to innovate in the jungle right now than there is in support. At least in gold. I mean, it's probably a bit more like solidified just like support when you move up. You got to tighten up a bit with the meta, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. I think there are like good competitive games here, you know? Like, yeah, it's gold 4, but I'm learning. I'm trying different stuff that's probably not optimal, you know, a lot of the time. I feel like I definitely have a much more diverse pool in the jungle right now, but part of that's because I haven't, like, fully optimized stuff. But nevertheless, I still think it's fun. Versus, like, in Diamond, it feels like there are, you know, maybe 3 to 5 champs I could play and support and feel, like, confident. Alright, so let's see if we get to gold 3, and then we'll try to get a support game in. There'd probably be some stuff from the beginner guide that most people could learn from. I've also been kind of slow rolling the guides, because I'm going to order a new mic, because my mic, especially on the guides, sometimes it'll have a little bit of static, and the sound quality's not amazing, but... Hey, thanks, Dark Circle. I appreciate it. League is a lot of fun. I like it a lot. The cool thing about League is it just constantly changes, you know, every couple of weeks. You know, it isn't always a, you know, everything changes, you know, in one patch. But I feel like there's always, you know, hidden stuff people could find or different things people could do to optimize. There's just so many variables. So many different, like, ways you can win, you know? Whether it's like barb off, split push, assassinate, you know, pressure lanes. It's great. I mean, that's why I still have a lot of fun playing it. You know, I've been playing it and they're, you know, still learning stuff. And I've been playing it for almost 10 years. I probably have like 10,000 games on League. Maybe not quite that much, but close. Good kitty. Yeah, I banned Yorick just because I was going to ban Yi because I wasn't paying attention. Just have fun trolling people sometimes. A lot of the time. These guys are getting so heated about it. A lot of people do sorcery with celerity on him. Celerity and water walking. You already do have a lot of healing. You know what? I'm just going to defer to the pros here. Well, pros don't play Warwick, but to the one tricks, and we'll just do it this way. They're so mad about this. But guys, I was just gonna ban Master Yi and I was talking with the chat. I wasn't paying attention. So I had 1 second to ban something, so I just banned Yorick. Oh, I have too much fun with this. That's true. Dark Circle. So I banned Yorick, and they were just like, who bans Yorick? And then I said, dude, he's OP in the jungle. I saw a Night Blue 3 game where he went 20-0, and then they're all like, who cares? He just smurfs in iron. That's not a real game. And I said, dude, it is real. He was 20-0. He's awesome. And then they're all just like screaming about it. You're an idiot, man. God, okay. Udyr coming out. Does Udyr have a southern accent? I don't honestly remember what Udyr sounds like that much because I haven't played him in a long time. I think I would like Udyr, probably. I mean, he farms fast, but I think he's a very good invade jungler early, right? If you max your Q and go warrior. I don't know if I want to fight Trundle early. I kind of want golems, though. And I may need to counter gank top, so...
Minions have spawned.
Somebody already low? What?
Vengeance is only a step behind you.
I'm gonna smite it early just so I get the extra attack speed here. Quinn not back yet? Guess I could try for a gank. Is she? I think she's just gonna back though. Yeah, she's backing. Don't have boots, which is kind of annoying. There we go, free boots. Warwick, what are you doing?
I killed him first.
I feel real slow without boots. Still ahead of Trundle on farm. I'm pretty close. Just full health.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Yeah, it's because you died top. They get experience when you die. It's weird, isn't it?
The city is my hunting ground.
Okay, so I'm just gonna meet them all.
Slain.
Okay, Warwick. Gank my lane, man! Come gank for me!
It's not the priest who should be afraid of me.
Hey, Ed. It just happens, man. I don't know. A lot of people just don't hit the like button. I don't really, like, tell people to do it every 5 seconds. If people want to like, they can like. I mean, proportionally, it's not, like, that weird. Honestly, if you look at videos with, like, you know, millions of views, they're gonna have, you know, like a 5% like ratio or something. Or 5% likes. People just don't like it.
If I don't kill son
God, I need boots, but I really need Tiamat too. I'm so poor right now. Like, none of our lanes are winning, so I'm not getting any blood sense for extra, like, mobility, because every lane's just getting slaughtered.
This place is familiar.
But it's nice if people do want to leave a like, start a trend. That'd be great. I don't know. I just don't push it that hard. It's so sad. I probably broke their mental just even mentioning Night Blue in chat. Okay, well, we got the flash. That's fine. think they're just, well, there's a word there, but I'm not gonna waste time clearing it. They just backed anyways. Yeah, if you want to leave a like, I guess I should say it after each game or something, maybe once. Like and subscribe does help a lot. Also, don't like asking for a like if we're like having a bad game. He's not low enough to do anything. This is just one of those like every lane loses, so we just lose kind of games, most likely. I can't control any objectives because everyone's always dead. Oh, I've been maxing Q too. I should have been maxing W. I think. I just don't think I can do anything with Darius. And we'll stop the second Rift charge. That Master level Warwick guy was saying, okay, we're gonna do something this time? Don't worry, Darius, I got it, bro. Jesus. Incredible, dude. He just cries all day about wanting ganks, and then just sits there and watches me like 2 or 3 times on ganks. I'm just gonna go ahead and ward this. He's dead.
Zorn will fight back.
He's just terrible. Fine, happens. Bit of a diffy. You're probably AFK here in a second.
Double kill.
Okay, bot lane's coming online though. We did get that flash help. Oh crap, I need boots. I'm gonna forget it again.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, but Quinn's just gonna start running around going haywire on everybody now. She's got her serrated.
Run while you can.
I know. I saw that Void Boy blog. It's like, dude, I understand you've had a bad week, man, but like, I don't know. It's just kind of sad. Like, it's the same it's always been, dude. You know, at least at most ELO brackets, maybe... You see, the thing is, like, making a video like that, you're gonna put a target on your head, and people, like, kids are just gonna troll you even more. I mean, I like Voice, cool, but it's like, you just can't say something like that. I don't think. I mean, I don't know. If you're not intending on getting trolled more. I mean, I don't know. Maybe in Challenger, it's a bit different. I tell you, in normal elos, it's the same amount. It's the same old, same old. It's just gonna be a certain amount of people. He's just like... I mean, that's just the problem of, like, one of the major problems of our memories is, like, we tend to remember negative experiences much more than positive experiences. I don't know why. I'm not an evolutionary biologist, but probably because that helped with survival or something a bit more. Our memories are just designed to work around negative experiences. So it can make us feel like, you know, a lot of our life is negative experiences. People are just drawn to negativity, and so he's just remembering all of these enters. But I'll guarantee if you go and statistically look at his games, like anybody's games, the vast, vast majority of the games, you're not going to have somebody that is intentionally trying to throw the game. It's going to be very memorable. The thing is, you just don't remember when it's just business as usual, right? Whenever you win your game, or whenever you lose your game, and it was like a pretty close game, you're just not going to remember it. You're just going to write it off like, okay, just another day in the office. But then once you have someone that's like griefing, like inting, once you have somebody that's griefing or inting, then you remember that because you're like, okay, that was a bad experience, so I'm going to remember it more. I am from the USA, yes. It is really late at night here. It's 2 a.m. I've been streaming really late lately.
Enemy killing spree.
I mean,
Your turret has been destroyed.
there's just, like, all we can do is just, like, farm and just hope they throw. Shit. Oh my god. That was rough. Really wish I would have hit the Quinn. I wasn't going fast enough. I think my W got interrupted or something. Not sure.
Team has destroyed a turret.
Yeah, I mean, I agree that they should be faster with it, but... I mean, it depends on what we're talking about inting, right? Like, there's that huge blowback and controversy from the Singe support and the Nubrak situation with, like, Teemo bottom. And, you know, there was a huge outcry where people just complain all the time. You know, a bunch of people were defending those guys. The Teemo support who just stayed middle, and the Singe support, where that is basically inting in a lot of games, or it's like it's ruining the experience for a lot of players. But a lot of people, you know, came out and said, hey, they should be able to play the game they want to play. And there are a lot of people that like to play weird stuff that's basically soft inting, but that's just how they want to play the game. And Riot, you know, wants people to feel like they have the freedom to play the game. So it's really hard to legislate that. And he's saying it's like, unless you do something where the automated system catches it, it's like, yeah, because they don't have a staff to go through, you know, when there's millions and millions, tens of millions of games of League every day, they don't have enough personnel to go through and catch every instance of that. People do get banned, I promise you they do. We see it happen. We've had people complain about getting banned on our channel. We've had people, we've seen people complaining about getting banned on, you know, Reddit or any other forum. I just don't even know what we're supposed to do. I mean, they literally kill everybody in every lane, like, on cooldown, basically. And Quinn doesn't have any cooldowns. It's just one of those games. They're all gonna be there. She jumped off. Oh my god.
Your turret has been destroyed.
She jumped off right before I ran out of there. I shouldn't have even tried to walk into that. I mean, I literally can't even walk up to him. I don't have any items. It's 18 minutes. And they're like on our nexus. So, I mean, that's the problem, is like, he was saying that like some people are soft inting by going like APZ and stuff like that. It's like, yes, challengers should know better. Yes, they're inting, but it's hard to like catch that. Another thing with the Nubrak situation was Nubrak did get banned quickly because Nightblue posted to a Rioter directly and said, get this guy banned, and everybody in Challenger hated Nightblue. There was nobody that was like, I love that experience in my games. But a bunch of, you know, Silver players are outraged about it, saying, save Nubrak, he should be able to play Teemo support in the mid lane, regardless of whether or not everyone on his team hates it. So, you know, that was where you got a swift, fast response to something that was disrupting the streaming community, and he did get preferential treatment because Nightblue did, because he's a big, you know, a big name streamer. But everybody didn't like that. They said, you know, they said he should have to put a report through the system like everybody else. And so the thing is, there's just a lot of blowback. Yeah. So, like, the problem is, like, what Voyboy is saying is correct, but a lot of people complain. Like, if Riot steps in and has a heavy hand with, you know, some of this off-meta stuff, or if streamers get preferential treatment, I personally think, you know, and I'm not saying this just because I'm a streamer, but, oh my god. I think that streamers should get a little bit more consideration just because so many eyes are on them and it sets a bad precedent for the game. Like, they're ambassadors for the game. So it sets a bad precedent when people tune in to watch, you know, Tyler 1 or Night Blue 3 or whatever. I think it sets a really bad precedent when trolling is allowed to go on in games. So I think that they should have, and I think they personally should be held to higher standards too. If they're trolling in their games, I think that they should get disciplined faster. Just because they have so much more visibility. But I think it should cut both ways. I think their code of conduct should be scrutinized a lot more, but also they should, in turn, have the ability to get a faster response to potential disciplinary action when they're on their main, when they're in challenger games. I mean, I don't have ult. They just crush us. But yeah, I mean, he would, you know, his analogy wasn't quite correct when he was saying, if I'm having a bad experience like this, if people are trolling my games and inting me, then it's going to be even worse for gold players. It's like, no, it's not true. There are a lot of people that just like to get attention because they're on stream, especially if they know that it bothers you, right? So, you know, especially making this video that Voyboy did, people are just going to int you more because they want to get a response out of you. So anyways, I'm just saying it's really complicated. Not like Riot could do it. They could crack down. They could let streamers, you know, clean up Challenger a lot more, but they would get so much backlash, you know, from the majority of the player base for doing that. If it's like alternate builds, because that's the thing, is it's like it's hard to read intent, right? If somebody like, and it's hard to make a system that's fair for everybody because, you know, if like Nubrak, for example, wait, server maintenance? What the? Seriously? Why is there server maintenance? Why is there server maintenance every freaking night? Well, it's hard to evaluate that. I mean, it's a lot of gray areas, and it takes, I mean, but I think that, you know, I think there should be stricter evaluation criteria for Challenger. Like I said, if it is an APZ inting, you know, in Challenger, that's different from someone going APZ in Iron 4, where they just may literally not know. But it's hard to distinguish that unless you have an actual person looking at it. And they don't have the resources to have an actual person look at every single game. You know, and they used to do a system called Tribunal, which was great. I liked it a lot, where you would get some kind of reward for going in and looking at reported games, and you would decide whether or not you think that something should be disciplined or not. So you could look at the items, you could look at the chat logs. You had like a very limited amount of information you could look at, but you could see some information and make a decision probably in like 30 seconds or so. And that was great because then you're employing all of the players to go in for free. You don't have to pay them anything to go in and review these games. And you just give them some blue essence, you know. And it wasn't even much. It was like, if you did like 5 of them, it was the equivalent of 1 game or something a day. But I thought that that had some great results to it. Now, they got rid of it because, where's the Hold on. They got rid of it because they said there were too many false positives where people were just reporting everybody. But then they should just have like an accuracy rating. Why? What the fuck? There's not a patch, is there? Dude. Why? Why is it disabled for 5 hours if there's no patch, or 4 hours? No, that's 7 hours. If there's no patch. That's freaking, there was a, wasn't it yesterday there was maintenance? God. Nah, there's no point in playing 1v1. That's not League of Legends. How many? I mean, why don't they just wait till a normal patch date? What? Why are they doing all this shit in the middle of a patch? Like yesterday, they like started the new season, rolled out random rewards, and then today they're like doing their ban system and all, like, why? Like, why not just wait until the actual patch next week and do it all in one maintenance? Well, Teamfight Tactics, I think ranked is down also. I'm pretty sure, right? Or is it just League? Yeah, it's TFT also. There's no point in playing PBE. There's no, like, I mean, maybe there's a couple of champion changes. I don't think there's that much. I mean, I can just try out other stuff in the jungle. It's just annoying. I mean, if we keep the viewers up, I'll play something. I mean, it doesn't change like that much. It's just not for a rank, which is, you know, a little frustrating, but... So anyways, it's difficult to do. Like, you could wave a magic wand and get rid of all the trolls, but it's hard to detect it unless you have community help, and they got rid of the community help. I think it should have just been like you would have to have a certain level of accuracy or they would kick you out of it. I mean, that does create a kind of group think, but if someone's just saying yes over and over and over again, punish, because that's what people were doing. They would let you go through they would let you go through 15 of those a day. And then people would just go punish, 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 punish. No, Shin Jungle. I really don't think that's viable, man. I don't know how he clears. And I guess if you get Tiamat, maybe, but it just doesn't strike me as something that... I need to go... Well, okay, we got an AP middle. I thought I was gonna have to go AP. I really wish Ivern like could clear waves somehow. And we could try Graves out. And Graves is widely considered the best jungler right now. What do people go for as his secondary? I think it's just this build. And if people want to donate for certain jungles, that'd be great. I mean, I guess I could try more jungle. What do I even... Am I supposed to go, like, Cleaver, Death's Dance? Is that it? I know sometimes people go, like...
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Ghost Blade on him.
Let's settle the score.
Hey, AR.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
And that is... Maintenance 2 days in a row is pretty obnoxious. I do need to grade some essays. I guess, you know... We'll see. You know, if the viewers stay up, I'll just keep playing it, keep trying some different stuff out. If we start to falter a little bit on the views, then I'll, you know, I'll just call it early.
Minions have spawned.
Urgot game in. Okay. Well, I'll have to get on my main for that, because I don't own Urgot on this account, but I can do top Urgot. Or as you want it jungle. I'm not sure about jungle Urgot. Supposed to go... Damn it.
Executed.
Just gonna have to leave that alone, I guess.
First blood. An enemy has been slain.
Tickle.
Man, it's a lot slower than a lot of the junglers that I did, but I'm not doing it correctly. Really? Oh, don't reset? Oh, he's on champ rotation. You just did 4 camps.
Easy, partner.
Dragon's up. I can't take dragons early. He's very slow moving, it looks like, too. Well, 340 is not, like, bad, but... Hey, thanks for the sub, I appreciate it. He's gonna spread and hit the other ones. He may have double scuttled me. I need to try to gank top. One.
Try me.
Oh my god, really? He countered my raptors? Alright. Well, they're probably on dragon right now.
Bright ideas. I ain't got time to bleed.
Has been slain.
Easy, partner.
God. I mean, it's like, Lee Sin's sitting right there. Should we leave the dragon there, or should we pull it out? Like, let's leave it there.
What are you playing at?
I don't know, man. I mean, I know Graves is really good, but... feels like in this Elo bracket, his clear is just a lot slower.
I got no time for games.
How was that not dashing towards the monster for the grit?
Easy, partner.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he does scale well, he does have range, but like he doesn't take objectives quickly. He's pretty slow, like moving around. He does fight other junglers. Like he's probably one of the best invade and fight junglers out there. In theory. I mean, Lee's good too, so that's... I feel like his ganks are pretty subpar. I mean, he's almost certainly gonna get nerfed too. Like, he gets so much pro attention. I'm not sure it's, like, worth learning him. Oh my god, did the charm... I think the charm may have moved in. Or I just missed. I don't know. Either way, I missed. So low. Really? I have that warded. Playing Cinder support. Yeah, I still don't think Cinder support's that great. Yeah, you can take the buff over the wall. It is annoying. I mean, you can hook it with, like, Blitzcrank also. I don't know, man. Graves... Like I said, I know he's really good. I'm just not sure if he's my style. I just don't think I invade enough to really use his strengths. If I wanted this type of thing, I'd probably just play, like, Rengar or something. Might make a little bit more sense. Like, he's obviously good. It's just, like, every pro plays him. Everybody says he's the most OP jungler. I've seen games where he's very strong. I'm just not sure if he's my style. Hey, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. You know, in a higher elo bracket where you can't really take objectives early as much and it's all about being able to fight the enemy jungler in like 2v2 and counter gank and stuff like that, I feel like, you know, he's going to be a lot better. But down here where people just give you objectives, now we have been stopped at objectives tonight a few times, but typically people, you know, won't contest you for objectives as much. And you have the ability to farm side lanes and move around the map. Just really out macro people a lot more. This feels like there are probably better choices. You could make the argument for, you know, I should learn him for when I get to a higher bracket, but at the same time, I think by the time that happens, I'm gonna be nerfed, or he's gonna be nerfed. I think if I, you know, my higher bracket jungler that I would play would be like Trundle. I just like Trundle a lot more. Trundle's probably, I mean, Trundle was already nerfed once. He's probably going to get nerfed again.
Easy, partner.
Ally has been slain.
Yeah, I mean, the E doesn't really matter. Like, I mean, I'm not taking a lot of damage. I'm like, I don't like it because I think I'm taking too much damage. Oh my god, for real? Whoa! Okay, I was about to say, please.
Double kill.
I mean, you're right, like, you should keep it up, but I mean, I pretty much had full health the whole time on most of the clears. But it's, I don't know, it's the clear speed. He just doesn't feel like he clears as fast as a lot of the junglers that I usually play. And, I mean, I know he does have good clears, but maybe I'm messing up more stuff about his rotation. Yeah, but the stocks fall off after like 8 seconds, man. They don't last forever. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess like around Crab, if you can get there and they fight you immediately before the stacks fall off, but they fall off like really quickly. You can barely make it to the next camp on time. I mean, you can if you kite the camps correctly, but it feels like any jungler is gonna, you know, like I would barely make it to Wolves on time. Like, by the time I get down to Scuttle, unless they just immediately start fighting me at Scuttle, like, the stacks are going to be off. As far as I know, unless there's some other way to keep them up. But I guess if you, like, hold the dash, maybe you can, like, delay it a little bit longer. I guess that's true. Like, if I get right to Scuttle on time and, like, use a dash, I mean, I guess that's true.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Pretty sure Pike just hooked the Galio right on top of me.
Easy, partner.
I guess if you time it to where you pull the blue down on time,
Bright ideas.
and then the Scuttle is in the middle of the river, is not on the top side or the bot side of the river, and you have time to walk over there and hit the Scuttle. It's still, oh, does it only give you one if you dash towards champions? Okay, I thought it was if you... Or I thought it gave you 2. I guess it only gives you 2 if you dash towards champions. Oh, I see. If the monster hits you, it also keeps it up. As long as you're in combat. Okay, so it doesn't matter which way you dash then, really. You're fighting monsters. How do you get over burnout? I don't know. Play a different role, play different champs. I mean, that's just kind of like an individual question. I really don't get burned out that much. Yeah, we're just getting kind of blown out in this game, but yeah. I don't know. I just think Graves is not for me. Like, I can respect that he's a strong jungler, but... I mean, you can take a break, too. It just depends. I mean, different people have different strategies. I just personally don't really get, like, burned out that much. He's just so fed right now. I think he's good at, like, you know, like I say, he's good at, like, an invade and go fight the enemy jungler, like, type of playstyle, which is not really the playstyle that I use. I think it's a lot better in higher elo. But I have been stomped by Graves. I mean, he's really good. In this elo, I've been stomped by him, but it just feels like, I don't know, he just feels really clunky when you don't play him a lot, too. Like, you have to know, like, how you can keep that grid up and stuff like that. Like, different pathings and... It's almost like a tankier assassin type of thing. Like, his damage isn't even, like, that high compared to a lot of other options out there. I mean, the potential's probably there, but... Well, I know Graves is good, yeah. I mean, everybody's gonna say that he's good. Like, he's pick, ban, and pro, but if I was playing, like, if I had to pick one of the top 2 junglers, which most people think at high level is Trundle and Graves, then I would definitely play Trundle over Graves. Alright, Urgot work in the jungle? I feel like he's gonna be a better top laner, but I'm not, like, that great at top. He is supposedly, like, becoming a lot better in top lane right now. There was a little bit where he was played in the jungle. He's got the shotgun legs, which is pretty good AoE damage. That percentage? Oh, okay, so it's a certain percentage against monsters. So early on, it's pretty low. But it's still a decent amount of damage. Corrosive charge. God, it costs 80 at level 1? Jeez. %40 slow resist. Ghosted. Well, this is a donation game, so I'm playing Urgot this game one way or another. Um, I mean, we can try him in the jungle. What? I wonder what I would build on him. Obviously, like warrior. Sample size is too low. Warrior cleaver, death dance. Boots and approach velocity. Well, yeah, Urgot's definitely gonna be better than Sona. Nobody plays in bot lane. PTA, really? I guess that's for better trading early. I mean, you get Conquer stacked basically instantly. Kindred top, huh? Alright, is he free? Did somebody say he's free this week? Or do I have to play him on my other account? We'll do it for science. I don't think he's free. Yeah, these are the free champs, I think. These little unlocked ones. Alright, let me get on my main. $1,500 for a panoramic summer. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, stuff is pretty pretty insanely expensive in the US, like home repair stuff. Like, I don't know. Like we were looking at a tankless hot water heater and it was gonna be like $4,000. It's like, what? That's just for the labor. That wasn't even for the tankless hot water heater. Hey, thanks for the sub. I mean, I know like it requires, you know, some specialized labor, but it's like, I mean, Jesus. Because I mean, they could get that done. I know they could get that done in like one day, like 10 hours or less, right? Like they were saying they're gonna have to install like an extra little gas line that was gonna go for like 20 feet or something to the outside, and just work with some pipes. It was a plumber. I mean, it requires special training. I mean, I get all of that, but $400 an hour. Like, I feel like they could almost certainly do it in 10 hours. I'm like, for real? I mean, that won't exactly say how much I make at the university, but I will tell you that is multiples higher. Multiples, like over 10 times more than I make with a PhD. Teaching at a university. But I mean, hey, if people are paying it, it is supply demand economics. If it's a good or a service and people are willing to pay that much for it, then they're willing to pay that much for it. Just nobody values education, so nobody pays educators. That's just how it goes. I mean, I don't want $400 an hour, but it'd be nice if I could even get a tenth of that. That'd be delightful. Hell, I'd take a 20th of that. I probably am doing Urgot Jungle, yeah. If Winter's cool with that, just for science, just to kind of see. Just because I don't know top lane that well. There's been some weird stuff that's like, I think, like, Maokai Jungle, I think has a lot of potential. Like, with the Leandries. I guess I didn't need chat activated. I restarted the client. He said either one's fine, I think. I think you're supposed to max your W because your Q costs so much mana. Would Predator work? I mean, it seems like he procs PTA and, or Conquer. Okay, that's what I thought. I could help him with ganks a lot, though. What? I mean, he has his Q, he has a dash, and he has his Q for his slow on ganks. I guess it's not that bad.
Doubt is the greatest enemy.
I might have to start on blue early. Phase Rush does trigger fast too. Maybe Phase Rush. Glacial. I mean, I was thinking about it, but I mean, Blade is useful on him. Ult does slow as well. But he already has slows. Like, the reason Glacial is so good on Shyvana is because she doesn't have any slows in her kit whatsoever. I don't like Red Smite that much, honestly. Like, it only works if you auto-attack the person a lot, and it's just good if you're gonna invade and fight a lot, and I'm probably not gonna do that. I wish they could get like a Bane skin or something. It'd be fun. Maybe PTA, just so you do like spike damage, because it does do like a little bit of burst damage on ganks. They don't have that much CC, they have Thresh. I mean, attack speed doesn't really matter though. Later on. Bloodline. I just don't get red smite on anybody, really. Even the, like, unless you're gonna go fight them in their jungle a lot. Yeah, but it just refreshes. I'm pretty sure. Like the red smite just refreshes. It doesn't. I don't think. I think it just refreshes and doesn't stack. The slow and the fact that it does like instant damage. Red smite doesn't do damage unless you auto attack them. So like if they're running away, you know, sometimes blue smite can finish them off. I know you only do a certain percentage of on-hit damage, I'm pretty sure, but it's like, what, 1/3? On-hits at 50%, but that's gonna do a lot, right? Even at 50%, it's still like 17 per little shot. Raise your koalas.
Minions have spawned.
How are the koalas around there? Are they friendly or are they just kind of like pests? I know there are some things that seem really cute and friendly, but they're actually like kind of a problem.
Will be tested.
Oh, so this is just like chilling. Alright, man. Oh, I need to get the shotgun knees. I forgot about that. There we go. Does it increase the percentage of damage that you do also? I think it does. But am I invaded? No. Okay. Okay, so a little spooky on the clear, but I thought it triggered lifesteal. Does it not? Or I'm just taking a ton of damage or something? I'm actually out farming her. Wow. Okay. Is Urgot in the jungle? It's a donation game. We're just trying it out. He used to be a thing, but he did get nerfed a lot, but he has had a couple of buffs.
I answer to no one, no matter how loudly they beg.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you always max W. Okay, now we're coming online.
Their future is carved into my flesh.
Maybe we can gank top here in a second. Okay. They're probably gonna get dragon here because they have. Yeah, they're gonna kill bottom, then get dragon. That's not bad. I don't have my ult.
At last you know your place.
His mana costs actually aren't that bad because W is basically free. Oops, accidentally hit that dust. Bro. Okay. And keep ganking this Irelia until she tilts out. Not sure if I'm supposed to go ahead and finish that or not, but yeah, they're mostly AD. Warrior's just so efficient, though. I'm surprised I didn't take Dragon earlier. I was just kind of giving up on it in order to get Rift. Kali's a huge problem, though. Whoa, did I cancel it? I think I'm supposed to go Cask. Am I supposed to go Q to Q next or E? I think it's Q, right? I was trying to give it to Nasus, but I wanted the assist on it. It's more important that it gets an assist rather than making sure who it goes to. Because the assist is 50% extra gold. That sucks. I wanted to give him the kill, but... Oh, it's E next? Okay. That will give you probably a bigger shield, right?
Who among you are worthy?
We gotta be real scared of her. I could have cleared that ward, probably. Probably gonna go Cleaver next. Damn. What got me? Thresh's hook? Yeah, I got Thresh hook played. I should have maybe just queued hard early, just in case we got enough burst. Just another case of hyper-fed assassin. Mid lane taken over. I mean, they are trying to nerf mid next patch, to be fair. But just so hilariously, like, overpowered. Alright, we've got to get... Akali's the scariest thing. I think we just gotta respect Akali.
Your turret has been destroyed.
We will rise
The runes I'm doing right now, I'm not really sure, honestly, but I'm doing a PTA and then Bloodline. And then secondary Ravenous Hunter. There's not a lot of data for Urgot Jungle out there these days, so we're just trying to wing it a little bit here. Oh, we got it where it's just permanently up. Okay. I'm gonna be too late for that, I think, though. I should have just kept pushing. I know, man, but we can't. Like, our mid laner's dead. We can't contest Dragon. Akali's just too strong. We just have to be, like, where Akali is not, basically. Like, that's our only chance. Try to make plays on the other side of the map. It seems like something like Blade of the Ruined King would be really good on him, but... maybe, like, Nasus, if we can just get Nasus going. Even more than we already have. Probably gonna be a massacre. She's gonna get that. Really? Damn. I could have maybe grabbed the Thresh. The Thresh was low enough to execute, I think. If I grabbed the Thresh. I didn't think Kai'Sa was going to rotate up, so I turned back around to try to snipe the Shyvana out. But Kai'Sa rotated up.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I know we need resist. Like, we need a lot of stuff, guys, as with most champs. I would love to have damage and resist and everything else, but... Like, we gotta have damage, too.
An enemy is unstoppable.
Ice is strong. Like, they have a ton of magic damage and physical damage. And we need damage ourselves to kill them.
Giving chemtech and flesh.
Okay, she entered, right? Ezreal? Okay, good. No, you don't ever need the Ice Hammer, Alistair. It's one of the worst items in the game. Like, we already have plenty of slows. I know, but that Dance is like 3,600 gold. That's what we're going to be getting next, but like, our items are just, it's expensive.
Zone calls for its headsman.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Yeah, I mean, a standard's Cleaver, Death's Dance.
Only those who survive this city deserve it.
I mean, Urgot is like almost literally Bane. He even sounds like Bane, and his like his philosophy is the same. I think they're gonna just get that dragon without me need to be there. Yeah. Get wrecked, noob. You forgot you were an ADC, didn't you? Doesn't matter how fed you are. Actually, I'm pretty close to her as far as, like, feed goes. I like the low cooldown on the ult. I do need to turn that off when I'm like walking around plants. Dang, these shotgun knees come up quick though. Like, once you get some levels. The new meme. How did I like the fiddle game? Did you win? Hey, thanks for the sub, Mal. I appreciate it. We won that one. It felt better. When we don't get, like, constantly, counter-engaged, it felt better. So, I think that, I think he is really good right now. I mean, I might try another fiddle game here in a little bit. See? Yeah, I mean, he's feeling pretty strong to me. His clear is pretty good too. Like his early clear is good. In the farm. AK, I'm a noob. That's all good, antivirus. Level 18. Nice, man. It's old when you have W. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. I mean, he's got the ult for the execute. He's got good clear. He's a little slower walking around the map, but got good ganks, got good clear. Seems to scale really well. I mean, once you get like all of those shotgun knees are constantly up, with your W just constantly up, like it's so much damage. Especially with like I want to see how much like Ravenous Hunter healed me at that game. And PTA is like super easy to proc, obviously. I mean, we had 194 farm at 27 minutes. That's pretty good. And I had a lot of kill participation, and we had a ton of farm. That's rare. Usually, if I have a lot of kill participation, I don't have that much farm. He does clear AoE clear waves too, if you need to do that. Yeah, it's solid. I mean, it's possible maybe you don't complete warrior. Maybe you just get the tier 1 jungle item, and then you just get your cleaver and death stance faster. Like maybe that's, I mean, warrior is very cost efficient, but death stance just has so much synergy with his kit, because you have the shield, and obviously you crank out a lot of damage. Yeah, Ravenous healed me for 2600. ETA triggered quite a lot too. Exposed damage. I don't know if that's just you or your whole team. So much grief. I feel like there's not really that much, honestly, compared to most of the time. Like, No, like the Hydras are only for melee champs. It doesn't tell me how much this healed for Legend Bloodline. I mean, I didn't have that much other healing in my kit, and this was 2,600. So let me see how much total healing I had. Wow. I had like 13,000 healing. So that's got to be, the lifesteal has to be like 12,000 of it, right? So it feels like Bloodline heals for a lot. I mean, my jungle item gives some healing, I think. It doesn't say it there, but jungle item gives like 10% healing. I'm pretty sure. I didn't get the Vamp Scepter until like almost literally the very end of the game. So Bloodline and the healing off of Bloodline must have been, I guess Triumph. Triumph does do some healing too. How much did Triumph heal me for? Triumph healed me for only 500. Ravenous healed me for 2,600. So Bloodline must have healed for a lot. I mean, at least like 6,000. No, I mean, 2,600 healing is still enough to get Ravenous, I feel like. Taste of Blood is not that great in the jungle. For the laning phase, it's solid. But yeah, maybe the Bloodline. I mean, that heals for a lot. Maybe I should try something like Bloodline on Shyvana more often if it heals that much. Because what else in his kit heals? I don't think he has anything else that heals other than the Triumph, Ravenous, and Bloodline. Because, yeah, this didn't come on until the very end of the game. Okay, well, thanks for the donation. Yeah, that was a solid one. I might actually try him out some more. I felt pretty good. Well, I mean, the thing about Relentless is you have to be out of combat for 5 seconds before it comes back on. So by the time you clear one camp and run to the next camp, like, you're already gonna pretty much be there by the time it comes back online. Like, Relentless is good, it's just the problem is that Ravenous just heals for so much. Like, it just helps out your early clear so much. Even something like, Ulti Hunter is probably better. So it's not that Relentless is bad, it's just that in the jungle specifically, because you're almost always in combat, it feels rough. Like, I think Relentless would be a lot better on, like, supports, potentially. Because you're not in combat when you're roaming between lanes. Or when you're, like, when you back and then you're trying to get back to your own lane. I think we have an Urgot shard. I would have probably deleted it if we did, but... I mean, yeah, like, the problem is, yes, there are, I mean, I talked about this earlier, but it's a problem that's unique to streamers that have high visibility in Challenger. And now, but the thing that's dangerous about a video like that is a bunch of silver players are going to take that as an excuse now to, like, rage and flame and complain about the game even more. When really, it's like, it's a high elo problem a lot more than anything else. And I still think that it's very rare it's magnified because you do have the 30-minute queue times, like you said, and you know, one person on your team trolling can definitely throw the entire game, right? But like, it's not really that bad in silver. Like, yes, there are people that do bad stuff and that just underperform and troll, but like, some people die, you know, 10, 12, 15 times, but they're not trolling, they're just not good, or they're having a bad game. And that's not the same as like deliberate inting in Challenger. So, you know, like I said, I personally think that challengers should have more access to quality assurance, right? They should be able to talk to a rioter and specifically say, hey, like, there should be specific people for Challenger or Master level games, and everyone in those games should be held to a higher standard. So there should be dedicated people to review those games, and it's not that hard to prove because it's recorded on a stream, you know? So it should be something along the lines of that. You would run into the problem of getting preferential treatment for streamers and just getting, you know, people like Nubrak getting banned, and that's another thing, is there's a huge outrage. Everyone is defending this Teemo middle, you know, or someone who is queuing up for Teemo support, playing him in the middle. Everyone is saying, well, he should be able to get to play the game however he wants, you know, it's just Night Blue, it's just abusing his power. And there's this massive backlash from Riot when they tried to crack down on that. It's clearly something that nobody on his team wanted. It was just a bunch of, you know, lower elo keyboard warriors that are standing up for this guy. They don't understand that stuff like that ruins games. In higher elo, no one wants to play against it. No one wants to play with it. Try out an Evelynn game here.
You know you want me.
Like, that's the issue, is that people just don't understand at lower elos a lot of that stuff. And I mean, I'm not a challenger either. I don't fully understand it. But it's a different sort of thing. And so you've got this backlash from you know, all sorts of people around the community. I think what does Evelynn even get? Nimbus Cloak, probably. So that's the problem, is it's not as easy as it seems to fix. Like, it seems easy, just ban people, but for doing off-meta stuff. But now there are people that do deliberately troll, but there's this gray area. I know, that's exactly right. I don't know. So, you know, I personally think that the Nubrak thing and the Singe support thing was not okay because they weren't playing the role as it is intended to be played, right? So they're queuing up for support, but they aren't doing stuff that is recognized as support. If he had just queued for Teemo middle, or if he had just queued for like Singe top and just roamed all the time top lane, I think that's a lot more acceptable. That's just off meta. You're playing a weird champ, but you're playing the game the way that people expect it to be played in solo queue. It's just with a weird pick. I think that the main reason they got rid of it was that they were abandoning the ADC. I know, it's extremely complicated, but I do agree that I think that challengers, or like, you know, streamers or stuff like that, there should be a higher standard for both the player themselves and for other people in their games, because they are targets. People will int them just because.
You're so hot when you're hurt.
I don't think there needs to be a bad player queue. I mean, that's what D-ranking is. If you're talking about, like, mischievous players, just, like, it's not gonna reform them to put a bunch of bad players together. Like, just, eventually just temporarily time them, give them a chat restriction, or just ban the account. Well, it depends on what you mean by literally running it down. Like, if they're actually literally running it down middle lane, like, you will get banned for that eventually.
Dress like you're seducing your next victim.
But it's complicated. But I don't think that the game is as bad as that, like, there is deliberate inting, but, I mean, just my games, for instance, how many people actually go AFK and, like, deliberately try to throw the game on purpose? It's, like, maybe 1 out of 10. It sucks when it happens, and we remember it, but, it's not like it's every game, you know?
Their mouths say no. Let Evelynn take over. Hate and love are just 2 words for passion. The height of their is the depth of their pain.
First blood.
Int means intentional feeding.
Overwhelmed by the agony.
But it means that you are actually, like, trying to ruin the game. It does not mean that you're having a bad game and that you're going, like, 0-10. Because that does happen, especially in higher elos. People just don't know their limits. They don't know how to change gears when they're behind. And that's just being a bad player. But, like, being a bad player is not, should not be a bannable offense. You'll just D-rank, and you'll eventually end up playing with other people that, you know, are still learning the game. I don't know. I know I'm doing this kind of wrong. This clear doesn't feel as fast as King Sticks makes it seem. He's like, Evelynn has the fastest clear in the game. I'm like,
This craving will soon be sated.
I mean, maybe. I mean, I'm kiting the camps. I don't know. There are several champs, like Shyvana and Mundo, that can get almost all of the camps done by the time Scuttle spawns. You can at least get 4 or 5 camps done. Oh, I should have opened up with the thing on him.
Go on, touch me. That's it.
I'm not sure if I can do 2 camps at once or not this early. I think you can do 2 eventually. Like, you can do Gromp and Blue at the same time.
You need to relax. Don't be shy.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
They love to watch me leave. Things I'm gonna do to you.
Enemy killing spree. An enemy has been slain.
Always leave them wanting more.
See you, Sammy. Thanks for coming out. Can't do objectives that well. Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we could do Dragon a lot better than I think. Wow, 14 CS on Kale. It's rough.
Girls just want to tear your throat out with their teeth.
Wait, Zed's roaming level 5? Oh, it's...
A little bit of heaven.
Oh my god, really? Why did he reset? Bro.
Every hero is just a level. Are you
Oh, it's Camille jungle. I just realized that. Wow.
Let Evelynn take over. That's it, love. Let your guard down.
Interesting, interesting.
Misery loves whatever I tell it. Come on, touch me.
An enemy has been slain.
Cry for me, honey. You need to relax. I think your looks like hot breath.
You don't get invisibility till 6, if that's what you're talking about.
Things I'm gonna do to you. Without pain. Stalk and seduce. I can't feel anything until they do. How about a kiss? I can't feel anything until they do. You really don't know someone a little bit of heaven?
I'm sorry.
The things we whisper in the dark.
Shut down.
Are you lonely? I can help. When they're let Evelynn take over. To be quick. They can touch, but they can. That's it, love. Let your guard down.
Allies have been slain.
He might bust me up. I don't know.
Them longing, make them plead.
He's pretty strong. Oh my god. Okay.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
I guess with Ghostblade in this KO is just like absurdly weak right now. That I shouldn't have even messed with him. Oh shit! What did I press? I pressed something weird. I don't know what I pressed. I must have pressed 2 or something on accident and it pulled my screen down there.
Tell me I'm not gorgeous. Ooh, I like to watch.
Oh, Evelynn.
How about a kiss? A little bit of heaven before the hell. The night is my
I
veil.
think Ulti Hunter might be worth. I mean, you have a lot of healing already. I mean, maybe Ulti Hunter would be better.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
There's a girl to kill to stone. Oh, are you lonely? I can help.
You gonna kill me? Yeah.
I like the happy ones. They have so much farther to fall.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Through suffering, they come to love me. Every single one.
An ally has been slain.
Take over.
Okay, Kale's leaving.
An enemy has been slain.
They come to love me. Every single one.
Streamwagon? Just the client. I don't see the stream lagging at all. Client just crap out on us. Okay. They just took it all the way down. Damn. Well. I mean, if I was like multi-camping. Yeah, if I was Jace, I would have run like
Just a little
somewhere random. Like I would have run to like this bush or something and back. Yeah, I mean, I guess they're taking down the whole server. We'll wait a second and see if it comes back, but weird. Like, why would they do it at 5:50 a.m.? Why not like 6? I don't know. I mean, she seems alright. Like, she does have, like, pretty good damage if you get the gank off. I know that King Styx loves her. I mean, basically, once you get that little, charm on them in the lane, they're pretty much dead. Okay, thanks, Jamtown. Thanks for coming out, buddy. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll be, you know, on around 11 p.m. or midnight to start, and then there won't be maintenance. That'd be great. I just don't want to get lever bustered for this. Let me just... It seems like it's down everywhere, I guess. Alright, well, I guess that's gonna be it. So, I don't know. I'm not, like, super keen on Eve. She seems like alright. The Urgot, though, the Urgot was actually pretty legit. I might actually try Urgot again. That felt really strong. Because, like, his clear's pretty good. It's fairly healthy. And then late game, you have, like, really good utility. You've got your little, you've got your shield with the knockback. You've got your ult, which if you get that ult off, you know, and you kill somebody, obviously you flash in and chain fear everybody. That's, you know, a game-winning move. You got pretty good gank potential with that ult, too, because it's a huge slow. But, anyway, so sorry, we got to leave a little bit early tonight. We did get 3.5 hours in, which is not bad. But we'll be back tomorrow. I'll try to crank out some more content for y'all, too. This is, like, end of the semester grading time for me, but once I get all the grades in, then I should have a bit more free time to start cranking content. And I am going to order some mics after I get off here. I'm going to do my final research and put the order in. So hopefully I can have a higher quality mic for you soon. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thank y'all very much. Have a good day, and we'll see everybody next time.